My name is Ashley Shaddles. My son is Oliver. He's 2.5. He was born with Phelan-McDermid syndrome. At this time, he doesn't sit up. He's not able to walk or talk or crawl, but he's very happy. We know how he responds to us.
I'm Marcella Gnu, and I'm 17 years old and a senior at Pope High School. And I have congenital muscular dystrophy, which I was diagnosed around 6 months.
And you hear people say this a lot, especially when they have children that have special needs. She truly does light up a room.
I'm Jennifer Harris. My daughter is Hannah Harris. She is 6 years old. Her main diagnosis is cerebral palsy. And then when she was a year old, they diagnosed her with seizures, which kind of sent us into the world of a fragile kid. No matter if she's at a doctor's office and being poked and prodded, or at school or at home, she's just always happy, always has a smile on her face, and just a lot of love to give.
The Fragile Kids Foundation started over 25 years ago to address a growing need for medically fragile children. Medically fragile is a term that encompasses many diagnoses, be it cerebral palsy, spina bifida, muscular dystrophy, traumatic brain injury, mitochondria. The common bond all of these children have is they all need specialized therapeutic, rehabilitative, and transportation equipment. It is not covered by insurance or Medicaid, and it is very expensive.
Medicaid pays for what they call durable medical equipment, which is basically wheelchairs. That's pretty much the only equipment that Medicaid truly covers.
The items that Fragile Kids provides, they cost thousands of dollars. You know, thousands of dollars for a wheelchair lift, thousands of dollars for a bath chair, it's thousands of dollars for a medical bed. And while you might be able to pay for one of these things yourself as a family, when you need 10 of them, it's just too much.
Being a single mom, I don't have, unlimited resources to just be able to provide everything to make my daughter's life just reasonable, not even talking about super comfortable and luxurious, just reasonable.
I feel like Fragile Kids bridges the gap between having a child that's special needs in a hospital to being a child that's part of the community and part of the family. And it keeps the family together. I mean, it doesn't separate that child from the rest of the siblings.
That wheelchair lift for the van has changed our life so much. Thanks to Fragile Kids, ever since we got the grant in July, we can just pop in the car, we roll up the ramp and lock her down with the ties, and we're off.
With help of Fragile Kids and with help of their funding, I was able to receive a all-accessible bathroom upstairs.
They really came through, and Fragile Kids was able to pull together and get the resources for us to get a wheelchair lift.
The equipment we provide children makes the difference between night and day for their future. It's not just that wheelchair lift and the expense of it. It's the fact that the wheelchair lift can take a child to physical therapy, to speech therapy, to school, to be a part of the community at large, to have successful careers, to be all they can be.
The Fragile Kids Foundation is a lifesaver. It gave us freedom and hope.
With an awesome organization like Fragile Kids, getting from point A to point B is a little bit easier.
The Fragile Kids Foundation serves approximately 500 children per year with our equipment programs. we are really only limited by the number of dollars that we can raise.
Just the community comes together and they really dig deep, and they don't even know us, but they're willing to provide these things for us, and they just don't know how it changes our everyday life.